They are worried that they're going to be plunged into so much poverty. A lot of people are barely managing, so they're not even going to be able to barely manage.
David's wife has dementia, and so they get benefits for those too unwell to work.
She might need live-in care at some stage, and that's just a tremendous drain. So, you know, it's not knowing what's round the corner as well.
We're going to do things differently. We're going to tell the truth, even when they are hard truths.
This is big. The government is launching a shocking wave of welfare cuts, targeting the most vulnerable. Millions could be at risk. Is this an economic necessity or a brutal attack on those who need help the most? Stay with us as we expose the truth behind these drastic changes and what they mean for you. Imagine this. You rely on financial aid to survive, to afford food, rent, and care. But now, overnight, that support could be stripped away. The government has confirmed a £6 billion slash to welfare benefits, with personal independence payments, PIP, taking the biggest hit, for millions of disabled and chronically ill people. This is nothing short of devastating. PIP helps cover essential costs for those unable to work, but now it's being frozen and new applicants will face a brutal approval process designed to reject more people. Let's talk numbers. According to government sources, 1. £5 billion will be cut from PIP alone. 2. £1 billion will be redirected to job support programs, but only for those deemed fit to work. 3. Universal credit claimants looking for work will see a slight increase, but for those too sick or disabled to work, payments will be slashed. The Work and Pensions Secretary, Liz Kendall, claims the system is broken and must be reformed to push more people into the workforce. But disability advocates say this is nothing short of a betrayal. Carol Vickers, who has multiple disabilities, describes the benefit system as already traumatizing. Now, she fears even more people will be forced into extreme poverty, saying that it's already extortionate to be disabled in the UK. She says, now, they're making it impossible. Charities argue that many disabled people want to work, but employers won't hire them. So here's the big question. Is this really about helping people find jobs or just a government cash grab at the expense of the vulnerable? Even within Parliament, alarm bells are ringing. 1. Labour backbenchers are deeply divided. Some support cutting the welfare bill, but others are horrified at the consequences. 2. Even the Conservatives once avoided these cuts. Former PM Rishi Sunak was warned that slashing PIP would affect 1 million disabled people and the optics were simply too bad. Now, with a new leadership, the gloves are off. Clive Efford, chair of the Tribune Group of Labour MPs, urges the public to act now. He warns that once the budget is finalised, it will be too late. And that's where you come in. So, what's next? 1. These cuts are expected to be officially confirmed in the upcoming budget. 2. Experts warn that without intervention, homelessness, food bank reliance, and mental health crises will skyrocket. 3. But public pressure can make a difference. Remember, past welfare cuts have been reversed when the backlash was too strong.
So exactly how upset will Labour MPs be about this then?
Well, I think there is a mix of opinion. There are plenty of Labour MPs who are loyal to the leadership, who know that it is actually quite popular to cut the welfare bill. They think it is too big. They know there are more demands now when it comes to defence spending. But the reality is you can talk in big numbers all you like. This is going to hit some of the most vulnerable people in the country. It was actually too much, as you mentioned, for the Conservative government to go after personal independence payments. Rishi Sunak considered means testing them, but I saw advice from his officials telling him to step back from the brink, that, you know, that this would take important aids from up to 1 million disabled people, that would be terrible optics. There are a number of Labour MPs who came into politics to support those people. So there are some real worries that I'm hearing from those MPs. Clive Efford, who chairs the Tribune group of soft left MPs, has said if people are worried about the scale of these cuts, they need to be lobbying the leadership now, because when we get the budget, it will be too late. For the government's point of view, they argue that this is all about incentivising people back into work. Yes, they're cutting the money you get if you're out of work and not searching, but they're increasing the money you get if you are searching for work. They argue that this bill is not sustainable, and it is important to make it sustainable, that there is popularity for that. But Charlene, the reality is that there are people who are in a very difficult position, who are going to lose money, and they are very, very nervous about that.
This is your future, your friends, your family. What do you think? Will these cuts create a better economy, or are we watching a humanitarian crisis unfold? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to stay updated. We will be watching this story closely. And most importantly, if you or someone you know will be affected, don't stay silent. Contact your MP, sign petitions, and make your voice heard. We'll be back with more updates as this crisis unfolds. Stay informed, stay aware, and we'll see you in the next report.